Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today is another episode on our Cayman S project car. In last week's episode, which was Monday just gone, we had a look around the car. If you've not seen that video yet, check it out. We basically give you a bit of a walk around the car, but essentially it was accident damage. Somebody drove it into a ditch in the winter, and we've got some minor front end problems going on. So in this episode, we're going to try and straighten the radiator bracket, and I think we've got a solution for the bumper, which I'll come to later in the video. So the idea at the moment is that we're trying to get the car drivable on the road so that we can take it for an MOT and then get the body work done. That's the plan. Also, in here, if you remember in the last video, we talked about the headlining being really ropey. So we've got this Alcantara type headlining to go in. That won't be fitted in this video, that'll be in a future video. If you're thinking of replacing your own headlining, I got this from a place called AS Trim, and it's a 4-way stretch foam backed Alcantara type fabric. They do it in loads of colours and it's really easy to work with. Just open this.
Be a bit more light.
I can pull this off. So this is a piece of trim that I retrimmed. It's very easy to work with. You basically just stick it on with some spray adhesive, and the light's probably making this look terrible, but should be a nice...
on a hot summer's day it doesn't all just peel off, which is always good.
It should be a nice fix. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the headlining in a future video, but right now we've got slightly more pressing issues. I'm going to reverse the car back first so that we can have a quick look at what's going on with the bumper. And this should give us a bit more room to work with as well. Is that any better?
Bit more room.
Bit more room.
Has this car got any MOT on it?
No, there's no MOT. It ran out in March. So what we need to do is get it MOT passable and then take it to the body shop.
I mean, that won't fail an MOT, so...
What's that?
That damage won't, yeah.
Shouldn't do, should it?
Nope.
No, the creases in the wing shouldn't.
That should stop it.
But anyway, the plan for today, if you did watch last week's episode, what we were kind of saying is this bracket that's holding the aircon rad and the radiator has been pushed back into the wheel arch.
On this angle you can really see that it's slightly twisted.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it looks to me like the bottom of the bracket is straight.
What, this?
I think it's bent at the top where it attaches.
I don't know.
To the underside of the structure of the, whatever you want to call that, tub, I don't know, top of there.
Well, all will be revealed very soon.
Fingers crossed. I
noticed as well that this little bracket here has snapped. That should be really easy to replace. So we're not going to be able to fix that today. And remember guys, the bumper has got to come off when the car's painted. So if we fit the bumper and there's things like this broken bracket and they're not quite right, don't think that we're bodging it, because the bumper's got to come off anyway and all these bits will be sorted. But for now, we've just got to get it basically functional so that we can drive it around. What I've got to do is put the car in the air, take the wheel off, take the wheel arch liner out, and that should give us a better view. So I'll do that now and you'll join us when the wheel's off. Right, I'm just going to get a little blanket. So Torx bolts to get this off, by the looks of it.
I think they're like 27 or something, they're going fine.
T27. No, T25.
I knew it was one of the two. Depending on where it is, it's always one of the two.
To get this wheel arch liner out, it's dead easy. It's just some Torx Torx bolts. There's quite a few in there. I'm going to take the whole arch liner out because I want to have a look at the back of this wing. I might see if I can maybe just
finesse
pop these out slightly to make them look a little bit not as bad. They are a bit full of mud and stuff though, so I might need to just clean them up, but hopefully they'll come out. I'll start with the rear arch liner. So that one's come out. A lot of the time these snap as well, so it's always good to have some spares. All right, this is the last bolt for the rear side of the arch liner. Actually, I say it's a bolt, it's a plastic
nut thing.
Plastic nut. Looks like that.
Aren't they, I think, if I remember.
So this should just drop down. Oh, no. There you go.
The rear is
dead easy. There you go. So that's the first one. Just chuck that over there. I'll put all these little bits in.
I can see a Ford badge in your gravel.
Oh, I don't know what that's from. I reckon that's from that really shit Focus that we bought from your colleague.
Could be.
So,
I can't believe how bad a car that modern was.
We're going for it. No, I don't think it will.
This is like Father Ted.
I don't think I'll bother. I don't think I'll bother with that.
You could end up making the bodywork man's job harder.
Yeah, I think it's a job for a professional. So this one is just one Torx bolt.
What's that one Torx bolt for? Getting that? I'm getting that off. I get a bit more action of what's going on there now, can't you?
There we go. Bring the camera in and let's have a quick look. That's bent there, look.
Is it bent? No, yeah, that's...
So we've got one bolt there to deal with.
It might actually be where it mounts, where it's bent then.
There's a bolt there. No, the chassis is absolutely solid.
I mean the bracket's bent where...
I reckon, is that in shot?
Yeah.
I actually think if I left it in situ and literally just smack that with a hammer,
it would come back
It
around.
would come forward.
It's a pretty solid bracket, so I reckon it's just where it mounts.
Do I do that?
Yeah, I'd use a bit of wood on it though.
Yeah, I'll use a bit of wood, yeah.
I've got a nice bit of wood and then a decent mallet.
I've got a decent mallet. Here's a nice bit of mallet here. So the idea is I'm going to hit on it there. And to me, it just needs to come parallel.
Yeah.
And then it should all
be close enough.
Be close enough. It looks like the only bend is here. Okay, let me get a chock of wood. Reckon that'll be all right? Right, I'm going to go for it. See, that's just fallen off now. We need to remember to buy one of those. They're going to be pence, aren't they, from Porsche?
Yeah.
No, that's not straightening.
Is it not?
No. That's not doing anything.
It's almost like the weight of the car. I don't know. You needed some sort of measuring device beforehand to see if it actually is moving.
I could measure from the brake disc. I'm in the second notch on there.
Just make sure it's not moving anything at the front that it shouldn't.
No, it doesn't seem to be.
It looks more vertical to me now, but
it's moving slightly, I think. I think it might be easier to maybe take it off and straighten it.
I thought it was worth a go. It looks more vertical than it did. It's my imagination.
The thing is, I don't want to smash the radiator. It looks what, more vertical?
Yeah. Yeah, that's moved. 100%. That definitely moved then.
You reckon?
Yeah, measure it again.
Yeah, I think it's...
That has moved. I don't know if you might actually be in the position there.
Do you reckon?
Look at the straightness of it compared to what it was.
You'll probably be able to tell better than me.
Stand back and have a look. It looks pretty vertical now, that does. You might have even gone too far.
Do you think?
Stand back and have a look.
That doesn't look too bad, does it?
No, I don't think it looks too bad.
Well, should we try it at that?
Try it, yeah.
Oh no, because of the arch liner. So I can just put the arch liner back on.
Yeah.
Just not bolted down or anything, but just in place, and then with the wheel. And then we'll check the gap compared to the other side.
I think it's moved quite a bit now. That might have been easy.
I won't put the entire arch liner on, I'll just put this one on. So that goes like that.
They're always broken on every 987, I don't know why. Yeah, and then stick the wheel loosely on, you'll be able to see if the gap looked more normal.
Take the arch liner off. Essentially, from the top of the bracket there to the outer tread.
There's one Allen key.
No, it's about there.
Okay, cool.
On this side, you have to allow for obviously the compression of the spring and everything, but that's about the same. So remember as well, we're not trying to perfectly repair this. We just need to get it to the body shop. So we've got to get it more or less correct so that it's drivable. That bracket's not going to affect anything to do with the suspension geometry or the camber or the caster or anything like that. We're just trying to pull it forward to clear the wheel because at the moment it's pushed back. And also, hopefully we'll be able to see how well the bumper fits, if it's roughly in the right place. And then Marcus at Lord & Son, who you've seen in previous videos, he'll take it all off and do a really nice job and give it back to us with fresh paint, etc.
Do all the hard work.
So do we think for now,
Oh, that's good enough.
do you reckon we can attempt
Yeah,
refitting the bumper?
It was very much down an angle like that, and now it's vertical.
Cool, all right then.
So yeah, I think stick it back on.
Well,
I might have some slightly better condensers than that but if they're not leaking, they're not leaking out.
no. Right, okay, bumper. So, shove that out of the way. If you remember in the last episode, the bumper was really cracked and not in a good state. There was crazing all over it. I've actually managed to find, if you come with me, Chris,
See this new bumper.
I've managed to find a new bumper in yellow, in all right condition. And we paid, including delivery, 210 quid.
Not bad.
And it came with some new overalls for me. Cayman Club.
Oh wow.
What do you reckon?
I reckon they might not fit you, to be honest.
That's for when I go go-karting. If they fitted me, I'd actually use those as a pair of overalls.
Oh, I use them when you go go-karting. I wouldn't overall them. It's a race suit.
So here we go, look. One yellow bumper in more or less. The colour's probably not going to match.
Looks close enough.
But it's
yellow.
It's more...
A nice wicked plate as well.
Yeah.
Or something else.
Whiskered.
Yes.
We've got a grille to fit on this side, which we can fit off from the other bumper. Fog lamps are all good. So it's happy days.
Wangle it on.
We'll wang it on.
It looks yellow, I mean it's a good start.
Yeah. I'll put this here for now, because we've got a few other little bits to fit, haven't we? We've got to fit the air duct.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
We've got to fit this stuff. We'll transfer these over to... The one thing about that bumper is it hasn't got holes for the washer jets. Yeah. We've got to find a way to drill a hole for the washer jets. And annoyingly, they're not marked underneath, so there's no reference point to drill it, which is a little bit of an inconvenience.
Tape the old one up and find the hole, and then transfer the tape to this one.
Yeah, we'll just make a template using masking tape and then drill a hole out. I think it's like a 20mm hole or something.
Bigger than I thought, actually. That.
Yeah. So for now, I'll just cut this off, pop this grill in. Let's do that. There you go. So that's the washer jet.
Perfume bottle, isn't it?
Because there's a little bit of up and down wiggle room, you might be able to put it in the lowest position and then roughly work out where the hole is.
Yeah. And then just.
But I'd rather just make a template. We've got to put the fogs in for the MOT. I don't know what the MOT tester will think about lack of washer jets for the Xenons. It's a question of whether...
Maybe if you notice this or not.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we'll see what happens there.
I can't see what difference it makes Xenons having them and normal have. I'm sure there's very clever reasons for why they have, but I don't understand.
So this should just pop in like that. let me stick it on the neighbour's grass.
Yeah. He's not in, he's not going to notice, is he? Better than scratching it all up.
I think that's on. Just get a trim tool on that bit. Looks all right, doesn't it?
Not all scuffed up underneath even.
No, it's not too bad at all.
Better than my bumper.
Okay, that's that. That's that. That is all. That's all in. So from the front now, how does that look? Does that look like a complete bumper? Say so, wouldn't you?
It's pretty complete to me.
We've got the tow eye cover off the other one.
I guess just
We'll change the plate.
we've got a ringer plate if we need it.
Yeah, change the plate. I'll put the bumper here for now. So before we fit the bumper, we've got to fit this duct back onto the other side and just make sure that there's nothing else that we need to mess around with.
We'll probably need to remove all the washer jet.
Well,
light jet.
I reckon I can probably bung them.
Is there a removable thing there?
I think I can bung them.
Oh no, it's going right up there somewhere, isn't it?
It goes to that. That's the feed to the whole thing, so I'll just need to bung that and then tuck it up out of the way. Right, so this basically just slots into these little flanges that you can't see that side because the camera's on the wrong side. How does that go? Oh, they've broken off.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they've broken off, but it doesn't really matter. And then there's 3 bolts.
Yeah, there's like one at the bottom, one at the top, and one internally, isn't there, almost?
One. Yeah, they need to be drilled and cable tied, but that's going to happen later down the line. I suppose I could do it now. Should I drill and cable tie it?
You can do.
There we go, 1 hole for a cable tie.
Good old Christmas tree bits.
Yep, good stuff, aren't they?
Yeah,
Useful bastards.
Cable tie engineering.
Can't beat it, can you? Hey look, it's better than no fixing at all, isn't it?
No, cable ties will do the job. It's good enough for where it's going.
It doesn't need to be under massive tension or anything, does it?
They'll be stronger than the original fittings. By a long way.
Do you reckon?
Definitely.
There we go. It's only just
That's solid, isn't it?
Yeah, just to hold it. Let's just have a look at the bumper situation. If I remember, the loom which we removed actually tucks under these grills. So the loom sits behind here. So I've got to insert the loom into the bumper before we fit it. And we've got to obviously connect the fog lights back up. So let's do that now. So that is the loom. Got to work out how this goes now. So I'm hoping that it all makes sense once I start to fit it all up.
Does that go over here?
That goes there.
Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, that's it. You got it.
So the indicator goes in there, really. So. Then you've got a side light and a fog light in there.
So that goes... Hang on. Why am I being thick? Okay, that goes like that. There we go. This is making more sense to me now.
That's a side light.
What, that goes there?
Yeah.
I think that goes on there. Like that.
That looks sensible. If it fits, it's the right way around.
But then that's got to go. That's got to go through there.
That looks okay.
This all looks a little bit loosey-goosey. That goes under there, look. There's actually... on there, look, there's actually space for the wiring. It's quite clever engineering, actually, isn't it? Means that you, hopefully, can't go too far wrong. That's the fog light that I smashed.
Oh!
Which was very annoying. An easy mistake to make.
Good news is this bumper came with some anyway, so...
Yeah, that was quite useful. I bet you a fog light would have cost the same as what we paid for the bumper.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. That's it.
That's it, except for these, which are the washer jets, which go on here. And annoyingly, I mean, you probably could drill that if you really wanted to.
I'd wait until you get the actual position.
But I reckon wait, don't you?
Yes, if it looks in the wrong place, it just looks wrong.
The other thing, the other bumper, which we'll show you when we go to the body shop in a future video, has like a support bracket around here, and we think that that's to stop the bumper flexing around this hole that would be drilled. So we'll leave these for now.
Yeah, I think so, because otherwise you just end up putting it in the wrong place.
And I think...
which would be irritating.
Should we see what the colour match is like?
I mean, they're both yellow, it's a good start.
It's not horrendous, Matt. It's off. That's,
Yeah,
that's lighter.
That is lighter, but again, it could be... that could have been painted afterwards or something.
Yeah. Right then. So do you think we need to do something with this?
I think just loosely cable tie it to the AC rad.
I'm going to make Marcus, the body shop man, watch this so that he knows exactly what we're doing, so when we take it off, he'll know what to expect.
There we go.
Bumper fitment time. Here we go. Yeah, you can see now that bracket. If you look at this bracket, Chris.
Is it still not right?
No, you can see it sitting inside of the bumper quite nicely now.
Oh, no, it's okay, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's more or less.
But in here there's a broken clip,
Okay.
so that's why that's sticking out. We need to get a new one of those.
That is significantly better. Oh, it's popped off again.
So that's it, I've just got to start putting some screws in now, haven't I?
Yeah, it's popped out this side again.
No, that's okay.
I think it's more or less. When you put one side in, the other side comes out, isn't it?
Yeah, don't worry, dude. Once I've got some screws in the middle, it'll be okay. Right, I'll put one screw in.
Yeah.
That's just going to sort of pin it in position.
Yeah.
Okay, that's those loosely on. We'll get them all loosely in position before we actually start tightening anything.
The colour match isn't that bad. I think it's a dirt thing.
Do you reckon?
Look.
Doesn't look too bad, does it? For some reason, that won't go back. It's like there's something fouling it, Chris.
Is that better?
A little bit.
Is it almost like it's been in an accident?
No, I think what it is, I know what it is. The air ducts. What it is, Chris, you know the air ducts?
Yeah.
They have to sit behind the grills.
Ah, is it? Were they not sufficiently lined up?
These. That's it. So I think that should enable me now to get these screws in. That looks all right so far, doesn't it? Get some more screws in. It's like the whole bumper wants to come this way a bit.
Forwards or back?
To this side. But I need to loosen.
Looks good on the top.
Does it?
Yeah.
Wonder if it's because the car's jacked up.
Could be.
What was that?
It's a V8 Vantage. A modernish one.
Sounded nice.
It did, didn't it? Sounded very V8-ish. It doesn't look a million miles off on the top, really. Not that size, that's good, but...
Cool, that's that then. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get these ones in. Is it looking better?
I don't think the colour match is too bad, actually. I think it was a dirt thing.
Do you reckon?
The car was dirty and the bumper wasn't.
This is saving a load of hassle as well, because repairing that bumper is a pain, and it probably would have cost about the same as what we're buying this bumper for anyway. And also, it's always going to be a repaired bumper, so the chance of like stress cracks appearing and stuff like that is like, you know, that could be a problem. So just having a nice clean bumper,
It's pretty wicked.
it's pretty wicked, isn't it? Has to be the best way forward. Has to be.
Or whacked, whatever you want to say it says. Whisked.
Well, if it says whacked, that kind of suits the car, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Last couple of bolts in the bottom. There's one there. I don't know if that actually, I think that's all the bolts in. Pretty sure it is.
Looking pretty good.
This, yeah, so this here, the clip's broken. So that's never going to sit right until we get the wing repaired and the little clip replaced. If that's all we've got to worry about, then I'm quite happy, to be fair. We'll have to just tape that on there so it's functional for the MOT. These need to be tightened. We've got to get the loom on for the fogs. We still need to blank off the washer jet pipe with a bolt of some sort. Oh, actually, 2 more bolts. One here. This isn't seated properly. The clip that's broken on the other side is this little black plastic hook, and that hook's on here. At the moment it's not correctly aligned. I've got to try and get it on there. And this will demonstrate why the other side isn't sitting properly. There you go, you can see that?
There we go.
See that? So that's the thing that's broken on the other side. Not quite sure how to pull that in to get rid of this protruding gap here, but Marcus will know how to do that, so I'm not too fussed about that. Okay, let's get this bolt in. And there's one more bolt around the other side also, which goes here. After that should be arch liners on. So we'll do the other side first, then get this wheel into the air.
You must have had a sale on wheel weights when you fitted them.
I know, it's mental, isn't it?
I've seen so many wheel weights.
Seems unnecessary to me, but there must be a reason for it. Get this bolt in. Get the arch liners in. Should be not far off, happy days. Oh, actually, we can't get that bolt in because the clip doesn't exist for it. So we're going to have to use one of these. Nice little cable tie. Can't beat a little bod repair, can you, like that? We need to block that off, so I need a long bolt of some sort. Or I could just kink the pipe
And cable tie.
and cable tie it. Should I do that?
I mean, it's only going to let a little bit of water out if you...
If you accidentally do it.
Yeah.
Took that up out of the way. Right, arch liners. You feel like we're getting somewhere?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It does look like it, doesn't it? It looks a lot better than it was.
It's actually fitting quite nicely now, isn't it?
it's fitting, it's actually fitting really well. I've made a mental note of all the things that we need to get, the little broken clips and stuff like that, so we can get those on order. All more or less in position. Right, arch liner is back in the left hand side. It's all fitted up in a sort of it'll do for now type approach, but it's all safe and solid, not going anywhere. So I can get this wheel back on, get it off the jack, and hit the other side, and then that should be it for the bumper for now. While I'm doing this, Chris is trying to figure out where these little clips go on the inside of the bumper. I'll have a look at that in a second. I'll just get this wheel off first. Right, let's go and see what's going on with those bumper clips.
Have I just, hang on a minute, I'll chuck some in here. Okay.
I think we filmed this on the previous episode. So we're struggling with these little clips. These things, and I think we might have removed them on film, on camera on the previous episode. But basically, yeah. They push into here and then they locate on.
They should go in like that.
Yeah.
And when you put them on a car that's got the thing there, it just slides in, pushes in. But it's like a Toblerone piece that attaches to the bumper here, behind there. That this slides around. And it's not on the bumper, so they can't be fitted. So we've got to either buy new parts or when this bumper comes off, fit them off the old bumper. Because it's got to come off again anyway, so it's not the end of the world.
All right.
It's not coming off anyway. There's plenty of screws in there.
100% not coming off. This wheel's now on the floor because I'm going to fit this last bit of arch liner, and I've also got to connect up the loom for the auxiliary driving lamps or whatever they are, and the indicators and stuff. And we're nearly there. We can almost get it on the ground and probably reverse it out into the sunlight and have a quick look around it with its new bumper on. And maybe book it for an MOT this week. Yeah, but there's one more job that we do have to do, and that's fit a drop link. If you saw on the last episode, there's a drop link missing here. So we need to get that fitted before we can MOT it. I'll order the parts tomorrow, it's Sunday today, and stick that on and get it to the MOT station. We don't see why it wouldn't pass, but you never know. Might fail on something.
It's got good tyres and brakes, and the windscreen's not got a crack in it, so what else is there to fail on, really?
But you'll find out anyway. We'll film going to the MOT station and stuff, and we'll keep you updated on that. So what have you got to do? Just fit these little bits of trim here.
Just putting these trims in, yeah. So it's looks a bit tidier.
So you stick those on. I'll get the arch liner in, and we can tighten up all the wheel bolts and stuff. Connect the battery, and maybe call it a day for this video, and give you guys another update next Monday. If we can't film the ZR1 in the week,
we should be able to.
Let's see what happens.
We should be able to.
Don't know if you can see in the arch, it's a bit dark, but the loom needs connecting. So, there is a keyway. Goes that way.
Perfect.
So that's it. That's that loom there. Once the arch liner's on, it won't go anywhere. This was cable tied, so I'm not holding out much hope that it will fit very well, but we'll do what we can. 3 bolts, Chris, and I think we're there.
Oh, nice.
Ferrari FF.
Very fancy.
They're all out today, aren't they?
Some coin around here.
Right, so arch liner's back in. cable tied a bit, to be honest. But again, just to reiterate, it is purely a functional repair at this stage so that we can get it to the body shop. And also we want to do a bit of a drive shakedown, don't we? Get it MOT'd and put a few miles on it to make sure there's no underlying issues with bore score, IMS, etc. And thanks for everybody's comments on that first video that we did. A lot of you mentioned about bore scoring.
Did they?
Of course. The plan...
I saw a lot saying, I like the black as if black wheels. Yeah.
I don't like the black wheels, but... Just put that on there. But the plan... What? There we go. But the plan in terms of bore score, etc., is we are going to scope the cylinders and we'll put it on camera so you can see. We don't foresee that there'll be any issues with it, but it's something that we want to check for anyway.
Sounds really well anyway.
Yeah, the guy that we bought it off, actually, even though it's a bit of a rough car, he did maintain it really well. He was a mechanic, so it's been recently serviced and stuff. And
you have to remember as well, these are 20 odd plus years old now.
Yeah.
So I mean, how rough is it really? It's not that rough for a 20-year-old car.
No, that's true.
We think of them as new, but they're just not anymore.
Yeah, I still think of this as a modern car, but it's not very...
It's a 20-year-old car. I had a scary thought. My Boxster is now older than...
Your girlfriend?
No. My Boxster is still older now than the 944 I used to covet when I was young.
Yeah.
This is the 944 of today.
It kind of is the 944 of today, isn't it?
It was I think it was an 85 944 that I used to covet in about 2005.
Well, my first Porsche was a 1982 928S in gold, and the registration was LHO 960Y, and we used to call it L Hog Boy. That was in about 2004. So that was a 22-year-old car then. It felt like a real retro car. 22 years old in 2004 is the equivalent to it being like, I don't know, an 03?
2000, yeah.
03 or something. Which
so
I suppose
we really are on that.
We're not far away, are we?
No, well, no.
But it's weird how...
1985 944 is literally equivalent.
Yeah. But it's weird how these do still
feel like a really old car.
Well, they still feel modern, these do, I think.
Yeah, they still look modern, really.
This is in the era of like homogenised car manufacturing where all cars are built the same, isn't it? But the 80s Porsches really do feel quite hand-built, especially the 928. The wheels on, you've seen that I've not tightened the bolts fully, but we'll do that when it's on the ground. Let's
drop her down.
Drop her down. And we'll reverse the car out into the sunlight once I've tightened these up, and have a look at where we're at now with the bumper and stuff. Is that in there, yeah?
Yeah, I put the good foot on in there.
All right, let's get it out into the sunlight then.
Oh, perfect. It's been dragged through a hedge on both sides now, I think. Which is perfect. That's good. We like that.
The bloody tyre fitters didn't change the valves and they will leak. That's really annoying.
They'll be leaking out the stems.
Yeah, probably. That colour match is actually alright.
It's fine, yeah. Say a modern painting.
Yeah.
It's literally the same colour, isn't it?
Let's just close it and see what the shot line looks like. What do you think?
Looks okay to me.
That looks all right, doesn't it?
Especially if you look at it from the other side.
So the headlights need a polish.
Oh, it looks good from this side.
That looks mega, doesn't it, from that side? So the headlights need a polish. We've got to get the valves changed on the tyres. There will be some fettling required to this anyway. Obviously, we've got to put these clips in. We need to change the number plate. I think we can take it for an MOT this week. What do you reckon?
Can't see why not. I don't know. Yeah, it seems pretty good.
So I will get that arranged.
I think it's got everything that it needs for an MOT.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It's looking good, isn't it? You could almost smoke it as is with those dents.
Yeah, it's got character actually.
Yeah, it's got
like a car with a bit of character.
Yeah, this has got plenty of character. Oh, and if you want to see more on this car, there are videos on it. I'm in the process of fitting McLaren seats. Chris's bike's in the way. But check these out. These are McLaren 650S seats that we're putting into this Corvette. And yeah, slow and steady wins the race with this car. I'm also got the engine semi in bits because I've got to change the power steering pump. So if you're interested in Corvettes, which you're probably not because you're watching a video on a Porsche Cayman, consider subscribing to our channel and have a look at the Corvette content. We're doing a ZR1 that was a barn find on the Late Break Show, the Johnny Smith channel, completely restoring that car after it being laid up for 20 years. I've got this, which is a complete snotter. It's functional, but needs a lot of work. I'm going to get it wrapped, put the McLaren seats in it.
Are you doing it a little bit at a time, or?
I'm just doing it, yeah, piece by piece.
Like Elmo, or
yeah.
Elmo the elephant, whatever it is. I can't remember
that's it. Just piece by piece. Eventually, it'll be beautiful again. But no, all jokes aside, hope you enjoyed this episode. Stick around for part 3, which will probably be next Monday, and hopefully by then the car will actually be MOT'd, and we can get it in for paint and start to do some miles, take it for a proper drive. It's not legal at the moment, and it shouldn't even be on the road, but we just thought we'd park it here to have a look at the paint. And I don't know about you, Chris, but I'm well happy with that.
It looks mint, yeah.
Once all the clips are in place,
if you just stand there, you can't really tell.
Look at my brand new yellow Porsche. It's beautiful, isn't it? Cool. As always, thanks for watching, and see you around for the next video. Cheers.